Ladies and gentlemen, I am the reporter, the people, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to say to talk some Monday Night Raw. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw 2/12/2018 today. And I want to give it a couple of seconds here while a few more people join in. I want to give a big shout out to, of course, the legendary Bill Apter at After One Wrestling on Twitter. And of course, all my friends from the Hameen Media discussion group. And of course, I want to give a big shout out to the one, the only, the most beautiful woman I've ever met in my life, Jennifer Diaz. Thank you very much for joining me here live. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug, what's going on? John, what's going on? We're going to have a couple more people joining us really soon, guys, but I'm going to jump into this as soon as possible. Mr. Higgins, what is going on? What is going on? Paul is now here. Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, Paul? All right, so people are now slowly joining us here live at onewrestling.com or One Wrestling Video here on YouTube. Please do me a favor, guys. If you can, please subscribe. Now, I got to put a couple of things over before we jump into this. Bill Apter will be live, if I'm correct, every single Tuesday. Let me just make sure that I have this here correctly. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yes, he's sending me messages like crazy. But every single Tuesday, I believe, at 7. Okay, here it is. The Aftermag every single Thursday, every Thursday at 7 p.m. It is the Aftermag. What is the Aftermag, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the Aftermag is basically a magazine style show where Bill Apter will be interviewing some of the greatest legends in pro wrestling of yesterday and of pro wrestling today. And also, we'll be giving the top 10, the WWE's top 10, Impact Wrestling's top 10. I mean, it is going to be crazy. Let me see who else is here. Mr. Ironcraft, what is up? A big salute to you, my friend. All right, so it looks like we have a bunch of people. Slim Jim, what up, buddy? Everybody is here. All right, we're good. We're good. We got a whole bunch of people here. It is super hot. If you guys don't live in Manhattan, sometimes if you live in the right building, you get a lot of heat. So, you know, I have to turn off the air conditioner because if I leave the air conditioner on, guys, it's like super hot. But anyway. Oh, wonderful Willie. Bill Apter, ladies and gentlemen, is in the chat right now. Mr. Bill Apter, the legendary man himself, as I was just putting over the Aftermag every single Thursdays at 7 p.m. here at One Wrestling Video. I am so excited. Big, wonderful Willie is here. Yes, Bill Apter. Let's jump into Monday Night Raw, guys, because there were a few people that messaged me and told me that they did not watch Monday Night Raw. A big shout out to Acer. And again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big shout out to all the Hameen Media discussion group that is here. Thank you guys for joining us here at onewrestling.com. Monday Night Raw 2/12/2018. I got to tell you something, guys. It's been a while that I've said this, but I thoroughly, Apter. All right, so you guys are asking me who's Apter. Well, Apter has taken over the chat. So if you see the little icon with Bill Apter, the cartoon gimmick that says One Wrestling Video, you're not talking to me, guys. You are talking to the one and only, the legendary Bill Apter himself. So I wish Bill Apter could run a WWE, Mr. John Bryant. And do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, is wrestling fixed? I didn't know it was broken. I'll talk about that after we review Monday Night Raw. So let's jump into this. Monday Night Raw came to us live from the SAP Center in San Jose, California. Yes, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's February 12th, 2018. Advertised tonight was a fatal 4-way match, which we know became a fatal 5-way match, ladies and gentlemen. It was pretty damn cool, man. This Raw, I got to tell you something really quickly. This was a good Raw. This was a solid Monday Night Raw, guys, and it's very difficult to continue to, you know, a lot of people find it easy to criticize the WWE every single week. And, you know, I'm the type of person, I try to accentuate the positives and hide the negatives, but it's been pretty tough, to be honest with you guys, over the last couple of weeks with the WWE. But I've noticed that after a couple of weeks, it's actually been getting better as we are on the road to WrestleMania. And I got to tell you something, the Elimination Chamber is one of my very favorite gimmick matches. I've said that before, I think in the past, one of my all-time favorite gimmick matches. I love it. I don't know if I'm a big fan of kind of letting people know who is coming out. What am I talking about? Well, you know, we're going to move on. We're going to move forward, and I'll explain myself, guys. But again, guys, we start off the night big time. We have John Cena in the ring. and he cuts a segment, he cuts a promo. And listen, guys, whether you love John Cena, whether you don't like John Cena, Raw was good. Yes, Raw was good. I got to be honest, Slim Jim. I think Raw was good this week. And you guys know, I am very honest, very brutally honest when it comes down to reviewing a show or giving my personal opinion. I never really totally trash anything. I'm always, very, what's the word? I think I'm pretty fair when it comes to reviewing more or less what Ben Hameen and Bill Apter should run the WWE. That would be crazy. And again, I'm reading the chats as we're moving along here, ladies and gentlemen. But who wants to walk with Braun? We're gonna get into that later on, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the things unbelievable. But yeah, I'm pretty fair when it comes to reviewing professional wrestling, whether it's Impact Wrestling, whether it's Monday Night, whether it's New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, and who we got here? Dougie Fresh Richards, Ray, what's going on, guys? All right, guys, listen, let me just continue this really quickly. It's so cool to see all my friends here. It's wonderful. Jamie, who won? Well, I'm gonna get into that. Just stick around and we'll let you know. Again, so we have John Cena in the ring, and John Cena basically cuts a promo, and John Cena does what John Cena does and has been doing for well over 10 years, ladies and gentlemen, just cutting the mic in half, guys, and just kind of laying it down as he's supposed to. But again, my very favorite guy, one of the guys I've been pushing for a very long time, The Miz, who is absolutely awesome. The Miz comes in, and The Miz, ladies and gentlemen, he comes in, and look, they go back and forth, he and John Cena, and I gotta be honest with you guys. I mean, am I wrong here when I say that, well, The Miz Taraj look really sharp. These guys look fantastic. These guys look better than, well, not better than The Miz. I don't know if anybody, is it possible that anybody look better than The Miz? Yeah, I think it's pretty possible. But anyway, these guys look fantastic, and they look like a legit faction as they came to the ring. And, they're going back and forth, and John Cena challenges Miz to a loser, goes into the Elimination Chamber first match. Well, The Miz seems like he doesn't want to accept, guys. But guess what? The Miz finally accepts, of course. After the Miz Taraj attacked John Cena, he calls for a referee. But as he does that, guys, Kurt Angle comes down and tosses the Miz Taraj out of the arena, making it an even Steven one-on-one match. Now, here's one of the things that I liked about the promo, and I don't know if you guys liked it. I want to hear what you guys think. I'm gonna continue reading the comments here as we move along forward. But John Cena was pretty realistic. He said if it came to The Miz facing, let's say, a Braun Strowman, but he alluded to Brock Lesnar one-on-one. He basically said The Miz has no shot. Who really does have a shot against Brock Lesnar in the WWE if it was a shoot fight? Maybe who? Let's really think about it. Maybe a guy like Mark Henry in a shoot fight. Maybe a guy like Braun Strowman. Maybe a guy like The Big Show. But it'd be very difficult to go one-on-one in the shoot fight with Brock Lesnar. I gotta be straightforward with you guys. But The Miz was hold on, who do we have here? I haven't seen this name before. Jimmy M listed. Big Ray. All right, so let me just read this here. Big Ray, getting my wisdom teeth knocked out tomorrow. Hopefully Isaac Yankum, DDS, isn't showing up. Great show. Nervous. Any advice? Well, you know what? This is a family here. This is a family, so I'm going to give you some advice. Pray, because the wisdom teeth getting pulled out sucks. No, man, it's actually not that bad. The best part is when they inject you with that really, what's the word? With that gimmick that puts you to sleep, and you're not gonna feel any pain. Now, I'm not gonna say after you're not gonna feel any pain. You're gonna feel some pain, but I guarantee you, if you leave them suckers in, that is extremely painful. So I got to be extremely honest with you. Yeah, get those things pulled out. Wisdom teeth suck. It causes a terrible migraine headache. I feel like, what am I, Dr. Oz over here? Anyway, good luck with that tomorrow, my friend. I think you'll be fine. Please hit me up at Big Ray Show on Twitter. Let me know how it goes. And please do not tweet me while you're still high on the gimmick that they give you when they pull out your teeth. I would appreciate that. But let's get into this match. John Cena manages to pick up The Miz. Let's go to the finish real quick. We have The Miz from behind with a skull-crushing finale. But John Cena, hold on. Whenever I talk about John Cena, I got to do this. Okay, I feel better. John Cena would not give up. No, John Cena wouldn't give up, ladies and gentlemen. As John Cena kicks out, they struggle to the turnbuckle. John Cena turns The Miz around. Fireman's carry John Cena eventually wins by pinfall with the avalanche attitude adjustment, off the top rope. And as The Miz is crawling up the ramp, the realization hits. And we're going to talk about this really quickly, guys. The Miz is going in first. Now, let me read some of these comments as we move around. Yes, Isaac Yankum is over. Of course, man. You're welcome, my friend Jimmy. Let me see. John Bryant, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, what is this? When I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, I just didn't sleep the night before. I slept all the next day. You're going to sleep all the next day because you ain't going to get much sleep the first night, unless they give you some good meds. I'm just putting that out to you. But here's the deal. A lot of people are counting out The Miz, and the fact that he's going in first actually kind of makes me feel a little, I don't know. Is this going to be The Miz's year? I mean, The Miz has a new TV show. The Miz is having a baby. The Miz has Maurice, one of the most beautiful women in professional wrestling. I mean, the most beautiful woman to me is my BKB. But other than that, I got to be honest with you guys, a super, amazing, opportunity here by The Miz. Let me see what we got here. We got some people hitting me up privately. Vincent Nugent Acer, thank you, my friend, for putting me over here at One Wrestling Video. But listen, all seriousness, guys, she is absolutely beautiful. That guy did well for himself. But the truth is this, guys. The Miz, I think, is going to be a key player in this elimination chamber. What do you guys think? I know it's kind of a delay from when I'm speaking and when you guys are answering me. So I'm going to kind of draw this out here. Do you think The Miz has a shot at winning this match? And I want you guys to please leave your comments here as I kind of draw this out. I'm going to explain to you why I believe that it is a possibility that Miz may, in fact, win this. I thought to myself, there's no way. Is it possible that Miz will be a double champion? Okay, John Bryant, WWE will not or won't let The Miz win. Dougie Fresh Richard says, it has been sad. Miz was WWE champ and the guy in WWE. Then he disappeared and went to the mid-card. Very true, guys. Very true. Listen, relax that bone. What the hell does that mean? Sounds personal. And then, as you say, relax that bone, a gentleman by the name of Jack North says LOL. I don't know if you know any famous Norths, but I do. Anyway, I think he's got a pretty good shot, says Paul Arzola. And Steve Kane says, no, as big as they are pushing him, they are grooming Reigns to be the top guy. Look, it's true. It's all about, see, Billy Ray Valentine, my good friend over at the Hami Media Group and OneWrestling.com says this is all about Roman Reigns. And I do believe it. I do believe Roman Reigns will win the WWE Universal Championship over at WrestleMania, guys. Let me see what Dougie Doug says here. Dougie Fresh Richard says, WWE needs to make The Miz the main guy now. He's proven himself. Hey, absolutely. The Miz has proven himself not just now. The Miz has proven himself for well over a decade. I mean, think about where this guy has actually come in. I mean, he was basically a jobber. I mean, when he came in, I mean, people laughed at him when he would go into the audience. Do you remember when he would go into the audience and interview fans? Hoorah! And now look where he is. This guy main evented WrestleMania. This guy is, when you think of the Intercontinental Championship, you think of The Miz. This guy's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. And The Miz, you're right. The Miz never gets hurt because The Miz works a very classic style, Rip Rogers type style. If you guys are fans of Ben Hameen, excuse me, guys, while I kind of moisten my lips over here, not to be personal, but it's cold outside, guys. I have to keep doing that. But anyway, listen, guys. I think this was a great match. And this is called Big Ray's Raw Score. Why? Because I score every single segment 1 to 5, and I give you guys an overall score at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. So use that chapstick. I'm doing, bro. I'm trying, man. I mean, it is, and Rip is a great guy. Rip is one of the best. Rip Rogers is one of the best trainers in the world. This guy has trained everybody from Ethan Carter III up to Randy Orton and John Cena. This guy's one of the best, ladies and gentlemen. And hit him up on Twitter. I think it's at @Rip_Rogers, if I'm correct, or at Rip Rogers. If you search him on Twitter, he's pretty easy to find. Tell him Big Ray, the Impact Attack, Ben Hameen, and OneWrestling.com's Bill Apter sent you. So Rip Rogers is actually absolutely phenomenal. I love Rip Rogers. We had him on an interview when we were at the FWZ, and it was just one of the best interviews we ever did. At Rip Rogers, yes, thank you, sir. I knew it was that, but sometimes people do the whole underscore gimmick. But anyway, this segment, this match, I'm talking about segment and match all together, got a Raw score of 4. I thought this was phenomenal. A great way to start off this. And I don't give a Raw score of 4 much, but I gave it a couple of times tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you, I'll explain to you. We're going to move on. We have the Balor Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows versus the Revival. And I'm super happy to see that they are finally giving the Revival. It's weird with the Revival. Let me just have a little bit of this libation. Yes, wonderful. Hold on one second. And for those accusing me of drinking vodka while I'm live on air, not true. Kind of. Anyway, it's orange juice, guys. That's the only sugar I usually take. Oh, by the way, do yourselves a favor. Go to www.stevierichardsfitness.com. I'm not getting paid for this. I've already dropped 28 pounds in 4 weeks. I'm not kidding you. Busting my ass every single day, but it is what it is. Listen, let me see what we have here. John Bryant, drink. Yeah, I'm drinking. All right. Sometimes I have to drink to leftover coquito. Mr. Jack North, what do you know about coquito, my brother? Are you Boricua like me? Maybe Dominicano? Some good stuff, man. But listen, let's jump into this match and we'll continue, guys. I love it. See, you know, I lose myself here. I feel like I'm sitting in a room full of my boys and my homegirls, and I forget that I'm actually doing a video. People are going to watch this and be like, what the hell are you talking about? So let's jump into the Balor Club. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows versus the Revival. Again, I was talking about Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. I'm super excited that they're actually finally giving these guys a rub, giving these guys a push. Wepa, yeah, I know you're definitely Latino. You're definitely Latino. I know what's up. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Maybe you're Latino by injection. I don't know what the deal is there, brother. But anyway, what is it? John Bryant, eat only once a day, you will lose weight. No kidding. That is wrong. Just so you guys know, you have to eat multiple. You know, I eat about I eat about 6-7 times a day, almost every 4 hours, small meals. Puerto Rican from the Bronx. Yo, I'm Puerto Rican from the Lower East Side, brother. Big shout out to you, my brother. But anyway, and that's Jack North I'm talking to. Let's jump into the finish of this match. Really quickly, we have Dash Wilder, who nearly rolls up. Who was it? I think it was Luke Gallows at this point. Or no, I'm sorry, Carl Anderson. But he's not. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he hits a spinning spine buster, but it is not enough. We have a lying in wait charging in. Blind tag from Dawson. Carl Anderson attacks both guys. Whip reverse. Dawson is there. Listen, I'm all over the place. The Revival win by the Shatter Machine on Carl Anderson. Outside the ring, you had Luke Gallows, who basically took a bad bump to the knee on the steps. Before the match even started, I like the fact that as Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are coming to the ring, they got attacked by the Revival. I think this is a solid mid-card tag team rivalry. It's about time, guys. Yeah, I would give Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson a win here. The Revival a winner. I think it's pretty cool. Too bad, you know, we're not back in the old NWA days where they had the U.S. tag team titles. You know, that we could have these guys actually battle for that. But some people are fans of more belts. Some people are not fans of more belts. So I'm just letting you guys know that I think this is a title match worthy gimmick, I think, in my humble opinion. This whole rivalry between I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments as we move on, between the club and the Revival. Let me see. Dougie Fresh Richard says Raw 25 sucked. I just want to say that again. I agree, man. Raw 25 was terrible. It was just absolutely terrible, man. I mean, really, really bad stuff. But anyway, listen, guys, this was a solid match between you pop me. I gotta be honest, you pop me, man. Thank you, John Bryant, for that. And you guys can see what John Bryant did. If you guys want to, throw a little donation in there, I appreciate it. But if not, it's cool. We do this here for free. We do this here for the love. So, yes, the Revival win by pinfall, the Shadow Machine, which is one of my favorite finishers. Good, solid tag team. You know what? Let me ask you guys a question. What are some of your favorite? Do I follow? Hold on, I got a question here. Slim Jim, do you follow Corgan's NWA? I absolutely do. If you guys are fans of myself and what I do here at OneWrestling.com, if you guys know I do the Impact Attack over at Hami Media, we had an interview. We had 2 interviews. We had an interview a few months ago with NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm. And thank you, Dougie Fresh. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. God bless you, my friend. Dougie Fresh, thank you. We had an interview with NWA World Heavyweight Champion Tim Storm. And we actually did a follow-up after he lost the match to Josephus. And now we're going to have Josephus on the Impact Attack, I believe, at the end of the month, after all this gimmick, all this stuff with what do you call it? When he fights Nick Aldis for the NWA World Heavyweight title. So that's going to be really cool. I do follow the NWA really, really closely, and I love what Billy Corgan is doing there. So yes, absolutely. Now, again, guys, let me go back into Raw really quickly. Again, really solid match. I'm going to give this match a raw score of 3. Whenever I give it a raw score of 3, it wasn't fantastic. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. It was good. It was, you know what? It wasn't good. It was better than good. It was a really solid match. It's a solid score, a raw score of 3. Back-to-back really good segments. We have Kurt Angle